up, y'all? It's me, Erica. We are down here, honey. We down here to talk about Oh, this is appropriate. This song is on because wasn't this at the end of Sex and the City? That was at the end of Sex and the City, right? Well, we down here to talk about New York, Real Housewives of New York. I thank God. I love you. I got my coffee. I'm down here, honey. I'm waiting to this light. This light is like it like messes up everything. I need to go to the. I'm gonna start going out and going into the next entrance because this light right here, it just really just does not do it for me at all. And plus, the sun be like beaming in my eyes, and you can't hear shit. Hey, I got to have it, baby. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Finally, damn. We have to have a jam session at the damn light of commercial break. Okay, so we are down here, girl. Your girl is feeling good. Giraffe pussy achievement unlocked, girl. As high as your standards are, bitch. That's where I am too. Woo! Hey, baby. Yeah. Y'all lucky my voice is out. I'll give you a whole jam session. Yes. So New York was okay. New York was okay. Uba and Erin had building tension going on through the whole episode. I was like, how are they gonna? She threw her in that pool. They didn't show us. They showed it as a playback, which I thought was weird. But anyway, they showed it as a playback, and Uba threw Erin in the pool. So Erin's like, I come from a household. I have a lot of siblings. We play pranks on each other. I'm gonna get her back. She couldn't get her back. Uba was like, no, please don't. Like, I'm anticipating it. That was the funniest part because Uba was like, no, please, no, I love you. Don't push me. Oh, I thought this was Telephone with Beyonce and Lady Gaga. Bitch, when I tell you that used to be my shit. Should have left what she say? I should have left my phone at home because it's this disaster. Calling like a collector. Sorry, I cannot answer. What? That used to be my shit. What? Oh my God, that used to be my shit. Lady Gaga and Beyonce, girl. I have to hear it real quick. I'm sorry. This used to be my shit. Don't call me. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. It's my shit. Yes. Yes, you're breaking up. I can't hear you. I'm kind of busy. Hey. Ah! What? This used to be my shit. Yay, come on, Beyonce. That used to be my song. Okay, let's talk about Real Housewives of New York City, okay? Real quick. We're going to have to get through it real quick. I really thought it was funny that Uba and Erin were having that build-up tension. I knew that it wasn't gonna turn out well. I don't know what she was trying to get her back. She wanted her to equally push her in the pool, but she couldn't push her in the pool, so she took her phone for, she said, 45 minutes. I don't know, because Uba was up in the middle of the night and you took her phone earlier than that. So I feel like you're not telling the truth, because when you guys got home from the dinner, he said Uba, and she was like, oh, is that her phone? And he was like, yeah. And then she took it. She's like, I'm going to hold her phone. They show Uba looking in the house with her hand on her forehead. Like, no, for real, because, bitch, if I lost my fucking phone, and the way, like, it really just shows how people are really attached to their phones. And it's not a joke. And it's not a joke. We have so much. It's like you're carrying around a computer. You're carrying around a computer and you have all this information on your phone. Bitch, I'm having a heart attack if I lose my phone, especially in another country. But I feel like Sai, I don't feel like Sai could have told her any faster. I don't know why Uba's mad at Sai. Maybe because she just feels like her and Erin just be in like cahoots with each other. I don't know. Honey, Jenna came out in that wetsuit, bitch. I was screaming. Girl, what is going on? That's like, what's her name? Heather Dubrow. She came out in her wetsuit. Bitch, I'm covered up. What is going on? That was so funny to me. They were like, you look chic. You look chic. You look like a Bond girl. She was like, girl, whatever. Jenna is like, she's so laid back, like cool, because she's not like, she's an older woman, like 55. Like I'm good on all the shit, but then you still see like bits and pieces of that like insecurity come out. Like you guys' bodies are crazy. I cannot do that. But lady, you're 55 years old. Like, girl, what's going on? It's no big deal. You look fine to me. Jenna look fine to me. She don't look, I'll be like, what is she talking about? She looks fine to me. But in her mind's eye, she sees these women and you can see her little insecurities come out, even at 55 years old. But still at the same time, she's like, girl, I don't care what you say. I'm putting on a wetsuit. I don't give a damn. That's what I'm doing. Brynn and Erin are talking about Jessel. What bothers me is that she hears stories and it's not her story, so she feels like she wants to have a similar story. Sounds like Jessel grew up like in a upper middle class. That's what it sounds like. I don't know why they're playing the oppression Olympics. Like, I've struggled. Like, the way that Sai was yelling at Jessel about only having $20 in her account. Girl, for her, she's like, no, do you know what it's like to have no money, to be in overdraft? Girl, do I? You don't know how to manage? Girl, it's a hot mess. It's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. If you don't know how to manage money, if you don't, and she's like, I had overdraft fees. She's yelling at her. And she's like, girl, okay, all I said was basically, there was one time I only had $20 in my account. For me, that's broke. I was more broke. I was broke. And then Uba's like, girl, $20 overdraft, bitch. We was all broke at one point. Come on, stop. And then, like, especially if you are going out on your own, right? When you're in a state by yourself, you have to think about those things. Didn't what's her name say on Martha's Vineyard that she was sleeping in her car? You know what I'm saying? People be going through stuff, trying not to, and then also trying not to contact your parents or anybody, trying to do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to call them and ask them. Some people can say, oh, I'm going to call my rich uncle and stay with my rich uncle. Maybe he wasn't rich. I don't even know what they're considering rich. I don't know what is going on with Sai. I was like, girl, you doing the most. You're doing too much. So she's so annoyed that Jessel is not like telling her story. And then even to Upa's point, if I tell you about my parents, I'm telling you about my story, bitch. Like, what's not clicking? Well, we want to hear about you. Well, that's about me. Like, girl, if I'm telling you my family history, I'm telling you my uncle came over here or whatever she was saying. I don't know what Jessel was saying. Look at the two squirrels playing. I'm trying to sip this damn coffee because I don't want to burn my lips. My stomach is growling. I'm just a little girl. Don't you want to be a squirrel sometime and just run up a tree? Or a cat. I saw a cat scaling a fence the other day. I was like, that is so amazing. I want to be able to scale a fence like that. Just like your little nails get into it and, ooh, I love it. The cat. I saw that cat scaling that wall. I was like, how the hell? And it was a wall that you couldn't really claw into, like a fence. It was a fence you couldn't really like claw into, but it got up the fence. It was like a wooden fence. It wasn't like a gate. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I forgot I was talking about New York. Jenna comes out, her robe flies up. Girl, that was hilarious. Girl, what is going on? Brynn was like, good morning, Jenna. What'd she say? What'd she say? I think she said, good morning, Jenna. That was funny. Uba shares with everybody that Jessel snores. Jessel was like, I do not snore. She was like, it's like heavy breathing. And she was like, it was elegant. No, girl, you was snoring. People snore sometimes. That was funny. That was cute. It's not really a snore. It's heavy breathing. Girl, whatever. It's snoring. That's the name we have for heavy breathing when you're asleep. Oh my God. Oh my God. I don't want it to be too hot. Okay. So they go on a boat ride. I love Sai's sweater. That sweater was so cute. I was like, oh, that was so cute with her little bikini on. She had a little 1960s high waisted bikini on. It was cute. I was like, come on, Sai, come through. They all came through. They were all looking cute. Did you see the cameraman go up Brynn's ass? Did you see that when she was leaning over, flirting with Jenna? The cameraman was right behind her, girl. Y'all was up Brynn's ass. I was like, look at the crack of Brynn's ass on the damn TV. She had on a bikini, honey. It's okay. What else happened? Uba threw Erin in the pool. That's when she threw Erin in the pool. We didn't see it. They showed it as a playback. Brynn is not going in the water. I've been wanting to listen to this. I was singing this morning. Yes. Yes. Yes, that shit goes. Come on, Doja. I gotta listen to it later. I be forgetting I'm making a damn video, girl. Okay, so then Jenna comes out in her wetsuit. Brynn doesn't go in the water. So Jessel, Brynn, and Uba are talking, and she's telling them how they kind of like got on her the other night, and it was like they were playing the Oppression Olympics. I was like, why are they doing this? This is weird. Like, I don't know who told them to like create conflict, but the conflict they're creating is really ridiculous. Because I can't imagine being in Anguilla, going back and forth with someone, yelling at them, talking about I was more broke than you. Like, how are we at this conversation? Why aren't we enjoying this space right now? Like, why are we talking about how broke we were, girl? No. Girl, who brought that up? Like, I don't know who brought it up, but all that hollering and screaming Sai was doing at Jessel was not okay. I was like, girl, that's too much. You're doing the most. And then she's so frustrated, Sai on the boat. Fuck. I'm like, girl, why are you so frustrated? Because somebody won't. What do you want them to say? Like, my thing is, if you have a problem with how I'm sharing, why don't you ask the questions you want to know? I want to know about you. Well, what do you want to know? God damn. Damn, Sai. Sai was doing the most. She was really doing the most with Jessel. Um, she says, I don't know what they want to hear from me. I don't either. Girl, whatever you want to hear from me, you need to ask me. Maybe I haven't even thought about telling anyone that before. So, like, ask a question. What do you want to know? Like, I just want to know you. Okay, but, like, me talking, us having regular conversation, why does it have to be this? Girl, maybe y'all should have a game, like a conversation starter type book. Like, they have so many games out there that you can play where you can ask a question and it creates conversation. If you don't know how to create the conversation to get the information that you want to get, then just stick to the media. Like, stick to posting shit. Because obviously, I don't know what's up with Sai. I didn't like it. I thought it was too much. I was like, why is she doing that? It's too much for me. I'm in Anguilla. What the fuck are we talking about? How broke we were, girl, and we're like really arguing back and forth. Like, girl, shut up. Brynn is flirting with Jenna. Brynn says she has a crush on Jenna. Is that why you being mean? Like, girl, what the hell? Why are you nitpicking her? I don't know what's going on. They were flirting back and forth, but it felt like Jenna's more cautious. She was like, yeah, she would definitely sign a prenup. I know that's right. Because, she's really coming off like I don't. She's really coming off like Chrissy Snow. That's what Brynn is coming off to me, like Chrissy Snow, like, like Chrissy Snow, like that archetype. Like, I'm the like. I'm gonna flirt with everybody. I don't know if she's a young Blanche Devereaux, but it's kind of like she acts silly at the same time. She's not the dumb blonde. Like, I don't know. It's like when the guy was she was trying to flirt with the guy, and then she said, she was like, put it in my mouth. And it's like, why? Like, the whole thing is, why is it that to me is like, it's like too much. It's like, you got to flirt with every man. Like, girl, what? That's exhausting. I'm tired. Girl, I'm tired for you. You got to flirt with every man, Brynn. She was like, put it in my mouth. He was like, you want me to put it in your mouth? Like, and she was like, something she said afterwards, like, and kind of like brushed him off. And he was like, what? I don't understand. Come on, Pomeranians. They are so cute. That's the one that growls. That little one, it looks like a little teddy bear. And when you walk past him, he goes, so I'd be like, that's the beast. Who was it said they wanted to pilot the boat? Jessel. She wanted to pilot the boat. So she pilots the boat. They were like, you don't even know what it's called. That's so funny. They are so cute. They're old. They're taking care of their old dogs. They're so cute, those dogs. Especially that little one that I call the beast. Because he'd be like, ah. Girl, you're a hot dog. Like, literally, like a tiny little croissant hot dog, covered hot dog. Talk about, girl, okay. I act like I don't have nowhere to be. Okay, so who's gonna pilot the boat? While Jessel is piloting the boat, Brynn tells them what Jessel said. She tells Erin and Sai what Jessel said, and how they were going back and forth, and then that's when Sai gets like so irritated. And she says, well, we just want to hear the truth. And how can you tell, it's like, it's crazy because how can you tell her what the truth is? She's telling you her story. She needs to tell us the truth. Girl, what are you talking about? You're dissecting everything she's saying. Everything she's saying, you're dissecting it like that's not true. And you're trying to figure out if she was really broke. I don't understand what they're doing with Jessel. I don't get it. I don't get it. Her idea of broke might be different than yours. Like, I don't understand. Y'all, I don't know what y'all want Jessel to say. I'm really confused by that. You don't get what we're saying. Your life was not that hard. Did you live my life? And that's what I like. You don't tell me my life wasn't hard. You don't get to tell me what my definition of hard is. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't know what they want from Jessel. For Jessel, that was hard. Like, whatever it is, like, it was hard. Girl, for me, I only had $20. That was hard for me. Girl, like, okay, you were overdraft, and that was hard for you. We are two different people with two different experiences. I don't know what you want Jessel to say. I don't. You lived with your incredibly rich uncle. She was like, did I ever say he was incredibly rich? No, I never said that. So where are you getting that from? Like, and it doesn't mean because her family was wealthy that she didn't have to work for what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because somebody, yes, shelter is the first thing you want to have, right? You want to have somewhere to live. And if she didn't have to pay rent or whatever, and she was able to live with, that's part of, I feel like that's part of what you do for your family. Like, I don't know. And she probably was working. Like, I'm doing my thing so I don't have to live with my uncle. I'm just staying with my uncle because I'm in the middle. I'm transitioning. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. And just because her uncle's rich, that don't make her not have to work for what she wants. I don't know. I thought it was weird. Erin is projecting. Erin, you kind of lived a privileged life. Let's talk about your life, Erin, Karen. We saw how you acted at the end and the word choice, right? The word choice from Erin regarding someone who's ignoring her. She says she feels intimidated and scared because someone ignored her. And then when she heard her say her name, she created conflict that wasn't necessarily needed to be conflict. Don't say my name. Why can't I say your name? Because you know I'm mad at you for you taking my phone for too long. Something else must have happened. You took my phone for too long. Why did you have my phone for that long? You playing a joke. You didn't even notice your phone was gone. Well, as soon as I noticed my phone was gone, you should have given it to me. Sai should have told me. She's mad at Sai too. I don't really know why she's particularly mad at Sai. Sai is yelling at Jessel. Your parents aren't your story. Well, they kind of are. What the fuck are you talking about? Because then just the last episode, you shared a story about helping your mother. She was an alcoholic. So why did you tell us that story? Uba, who are you and where'd you come from? Sai, why did you share the story about your mom and her black eyebrows? What does that tell us about you? Girl, if you listen to somebody talk about their parents, maybe they'll share with you what their relationship was like with their parents. And that will help you understand them more, right? Maybe I have to tell you a little bit about my parents and where they came from so you can understand a little bit how I was raised. Maybe. I don't know. Sai getting on my nerves. I want to like old Brooklyn Sai, but she getting on my nerves. She's really getting on my nerves. It's annoying that they don't see it. It's annoying that they don't see it, girl. Time for dinner. They go around the table, share an embarrassing story about yourself. And Erin is the only one that doesn't share like a embarrassing story. Brynn said, I feel like Brynn was lying. I feel like Brynn is the type that will tell you just make up some shit and just tell you tell you anything. Just be saying anything to these niggas. Just anything. Anything. It don't matter. I'm gonna say anything. That's why I feel like Brynn is. That's why Erin didn't believe her story about going to do her freeze her eggs and then upselling her to getting embryos and then making her pick someone out of her phone book to create embryos with. Girl, what? That shit sounds made up. Some people are like that. They'll just tell a story and it just be like, what? That don't even make sense. They just say any fucking thing. That's Brynn to me. Brynn, there's no way that you stuck a tampon up your asshole at 12 years old. I don't care. Talking about, oh, it didn't hurt. Girl, no. Shut up. Shut your ass up. Okay? So that story I felt like was fake. I felt like that was a made up ass story. I did. I do. I kind of like the sun hitting the side of my face. It feels good. But get the mobile studio together, girl. Jessel tells a story about how she was at a club and there was like a grotto and she was in there in her bathing suit and stuff and having fun. Gross. Every time I think of the grotto, I think about the Playboy Mansion, girl. Ugh. Can you imagine what the shit that was going on in the damn grotto? I've been to the Playboy Mansion and have seen the grotto. Girl, absolutely not. Girl. Can you make sure this is full of chlorine at the end of the night, girl? No, ma'am. The grotto, that's nasty. I don't know. I just feel like it's just funky and nasty and just, I don't even want to hear about it. And then you're at a club in a grotto. But anyways, her blouse came down, so she was embarrassed about that. Jenna says she has a similar story. She talks about she fell down a flight of steps and I guess her top came off or whatever. Sai's story, I don't believe Sai's story either. I don't know. It's the way that you tell a story. I don't know. I don't believe Sai's story either. Like she said, she used the bathroom on herself at a track meet. I don't know. The way she was telling the story didn't sound real. Um, Uba, she says how she thinks, all the men want her. So when she was in the bathroom, she came out of the bathroom and this guy was chasing after her. And she was like, what? Like, I guess she thought the guy was trying to talk to her, trying to holler at her. And he was telling her that she had toilet paper. I don't know if it was coming out of her clothes or on her foot, but she wasn't clear. And then we get to Erin, and Erin's embarrassing story was her kid was, the last time I was embarrassed, her kid was crying on an airplane. But y'all getting on Jessel about talking about herself. Erin, shut up. There's that little old man. Sai pushed Uba in the pool instead of Erin. Sai Uba was like, please don't. I love you, don't. I know, because I'm anticipating it, right? So she was, I don't know why she felt like she had to get her back by throwing her in the pool, but she was like, they trying to get this weed wet, girl. I'm not playing this game with them. So when they come back from dinner, Uba leaves her phone, I guess, in the car or whatever. And he says, and the driver says Uba, and then Erin grabs her phone. She was like, what is this, her phone? She grabs the phone. After they finish playing in the pool or getting in the pool, they go to bed. You see Uba on the night camera. Production is down. You see Uba on the night camera going around looking for her phone like this. At one point, I think she was like this, like, I cannot believe I lost my phone. So then I think Sai comes downstairs and she was like, go upstairs. Erin has your phone. So I guess maybe she is mad at her because she knew and she didn't tell her right away. Maybe, I don't know. But she was mad. She was pissed at Sai, and Sai was like, why are you mad at me? Because Uba came downstairs the next morning after she got her phone, I guess, came downstairs and she wasn't talking to Erin. She ignored Erin. She kissed Brynn. She was talking to the staff, and she ignored Erin, and Erin was looking crazy. She's mad at you for taking her phone. And then everybody was like, you as a mother should even understand. You have children. I mean, maybe you don't think she has anything to worry about, but she does have family. She contacts people to let people know that she's okay. And she doesn't have her phone. She can't communicate. And that's what even Jessel was like, this is the way I get in contact with my children and my husband. Like, why would you play that game? I can understand why she's mad. So they were like, Uba's just obsessed with her phone. But everything, if she was like, it's like we're not just at I can just go down to the Apple store and just get me another phone and have all my shit from the cloud just dumped on. But no, I'm in another country, girl. Give me my phone. Stop playing with my phone. So I guess as soon as she realized she didn't have it is when they should have given it back to her. But we don't know. I don't know what happened. All we know is that she just started looking for her phone. They come down the next day. They were like, they even asked, Jessel was like, I understand. They're like, are you representing Uba? Like, no, I understand where she's coming from. Why can't I understand where she's coming from about her phone? Like, y'all are weird. What's the big deal? What do you mean, what's the big deal? It's my phone. That's a big deal, girl. It's how I make money. It's how I communicate. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, lady? I need my phone. I'm in another country. I've told my family I went to another country. Don't you think they want to hear from me? Like, come on. But Erin said, she was like, how does she know about how I feel being pushed into a pool? And that's true. That's true. She took a risk at pushing her in the pool and then her being okay with it because she could have gotten upset. And that's true. I'm going to give Erin that because you didn't really know. And then Uba going up to Erin and taking her glasses off and saying, look at me when you're talking to me. I didn't agree with that at all. I don't agree with that at all. And then, that's just going to, it's going to be layered on to her being intimidated and scared. She was intimidated and scared when Uba came downstairs and didn't speak to her. You were intimidated and scared by someone ignoring you.
I just, girl, stop.
And then when you walk away, you hear Uba say your name, and she was not talking about you. She said Erin was standing right there. That's what she said. Don't say my name when I'm not around, but you talk about everybody else when they're not around. So what's the tea? Now you're the aggressor, and then but you're also intimidated and scared. Karen, Erin, I guess the same difference, bitch. You got to check those microaggressions, girl, because you don't respond to nobody else like that. Oh, I'm intimidated and scared of Uba. But like yet just the other day, she was a real true friend. And now you're intimidated and scared because you took her phone. She's upset that you took her phone. She's confronting you. She's ignoring you. And then she confronts you. She was like, I was not talking about you. And she wasn't. Stop saying my name when I'm not around. Girl, nobody's talking about you. And that's just the end of the story. And we see next week they keep getting into it. It's getting hot. It's getting hot. It took us forever to do this because I was lollygagging, playing around, joking around. Anyways, take care of each other. Let me know what you think of the episode. What do y'all think about the Oppression Olympics? I don't like it. I thought it was dumb. Like, y'all could have been having way more much fun than that. Like, if you don't know what to ask people, look online. Like, what are some conversation starters or something? If you don't know what to ask, you just want people to talk freely about themselves. I don't even know where do you start? I start with my parents. My parents were this. They did this. They came here. We went here. That's how we ended up in London. Like, girl, what else do you want to know? All right, I gotta go. Take care of each other. Protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.